power balls, remember it's the acceleration as you go through the ball, not the speed as you approach it.
So we don't need to lift weights anymore.
Definitely, definitely helps in different ways though, having the weights.
Hold on.
So Cedric coming from Westchester in New York, the Westchester club.
At least that's what his shirt says.
That's what his shirt says.
It went on. Okay, sorry. 0-1.
Been a sensational player here. The coach for Cedric is a Nigerian player. And we're not sure whether Cedric's actually from Westchester or Nigeria. But
we'll find out.
We'll find that out. But they have both been very exciting players to watch all through this tournament.
There's that forehand we were talking about.
Forehand.
That's a nice backhand.
What was especially interesting though was beautiful footwork.
Right.
To come across to it.
Right.
The way the right leg advanced in underneath and just the right position.
5-2.
I want to see some more of those rocket forehands from Kai. That's about the only way to extricate yourself from a rally like that is you got to come in if you've given up the table.
Right.
Let's see who stays in more. Kai smiles.
Bit of a push battle there.
Yeah, he's kind of a quiet assassin.
Who's going to go first, basically? Nice serve, long serve, surprised Kai.
6-4.
That was interesting. Kai just waited for the perfect ball. Didn't go too quick.
He's given up the table again.
Well, he's looking at that forehand. He's like staring down the barrel of a gun when that thing winds up, I believe.
Yeah, I'm saying it like we wouldn't give up the table.
It's like, can I get back far enough to get to that ball? It is a very powerful shot.
I see a mismatch brewing here where he's respecting that forehand, and instead of staying in tight and blocking, he's giving up real estate. And Kai is a zealous realtor, ready to list the property.
Are we talking Modern Family now? Is this where we're going?
Game 11-4.
That's a desperation end to that game.
Yeah, that whole game actually had the feel of Cedric trying to play up to a level that he's not quite at. That's the feel it had to me.
Well,
don't think Kai's looking too worried about things.
If Kai wins this, he plays the winner of Caden Zhu and Rajat Hubli. And that match is going on right now, I believe, on a table that you can't see.
Yeah, it looks like it's table 6 there.
No, it's over. That match is already over. We'll see who's winning that.
There is another one over there that's an A-division match going on. Anyway.
Let's see if Cedric changes his strategy or stays closer.
Well, that was a slight change. He opened up into Kai's backhand, which might be something he needs to keep into his backhand as much as possible.
1-1.
Pushed it heavily into his backhand this time.
He's got a lead.
Using, again, I'm not quite sure if Cedric is Nigerian, but he's using signature Nigerian serves there, the backhand serves.
Yes.
Again, that
Nice
looks to be
open.
the tactic for this second game. Everything into the backhand.
4.
Our conversation being directed much more about Cedric because we believe Kai to be the favourite here. So the interest, I think, is how Cedric's going to deal with this enormous forehand that Kai has.
There it is.
That enormous forehand.
4-2. 5-2. 3-5. Let. Got a warning. Coming under your body.
Gets a warning from the umpire there on his service motion.
Yeah, I think he said that it was covering it with his body. The ball was coming back towards him, and then his shoulders coming forward and covering it.
And all of that made him go for a rocket forehand.
Absolutely. If you have a rocket forehand, you need to be the rocket man, don't you?
What a point.
Very nice lobbing. Little top spin on the last one there.
4.
Kicked it away from Kai.
That's encouraging to win a point from lobbing.
You would know that, being the lobber that you are. So have you noticed now that Kai has adjusted to all of this coming into his backhand by running round his backhand to get his forehand in? Which is why then Cedric played the serve to the middle.
5-7.
Interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Nice forehand by Cedric
Yes,
there.
making headway down Kai's forehand now because he's got Kai moving to try and cover the backhand with his forehand, to try and get that big forehand in.
That's a tall order
It is. It's.
to counter loop a loop like that.
I believe the tallest order is to. I think there's a lot of trying to stop that forehand getting in the first place, and that's a very tall order. Oh,
And misses an easy forehand.
yeah, big miss there. Takes it. That was a big miss. 7-8 to 9-6. Beautiful block.
7-9. 8-9.
Wow.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful shots.
Getting ready to make the court wider. He went for it all. No
Absolutely.
payoff.
No payoff. Like you and I at the end of this day. The defining factor of this match is definitely Kai's forehand.
Yes.
What Cedric is doing to try and stop him getting it in, and then when it comes in, whether it goes on or not, basically. Beautiful double bounce push.
Zhang leads 2-0.
He had a good strategy coming out. He just couldn't hold on to it there to the end.
No, I'd like to give credit to Kai there, because I believe that Cedric came out with a strategy. He applied the strategy. It went well at the beginning, but Kai learned it and adjusted. He started going inside out, waiting for those serves. Cedric adjusted again by starting to play middle and going out to the forehand, because Kai was moving into his backhand, and Kai adjusted to that. It would suggest that this third game is probably going to be very difficult for Cedric, in this humble person's opinion.
He just sighed. He's shaking his head. He's not looking confident to me as the referee tosses him the ball. He's still shaking his head. First serve. And a whiff.
0-1.
Are you saying that you whiff?
Left.
I'm saying you sometimes need to pretend you have confidence.
Uh-huh.
1-1.
Beautiful.
There it
Powerful
is.
backhand from Cedric there.
2-2. Left.
Both of these players from the New York area, I assume that they are familiar with each other.
Time.
Cedric calls time.
He's definitely got a body language that suggests he's not confident.
Right, he's bent over. Maybe he doesn't feel well. I don't know. He's shaking his head and he's bent over. His coach is pouring water on his head. I'm not kidding. My guess is he's not feeling well. To burn a timeout at 2-3. 0-2.
We'll be seeing his coach play a little later, I believe, unless he's been on one of the side. He's been on one of the side tables. Very exciting player earlier today. Oh.
5-2.
Kai's taking control of this. He always looks relaxed to me.
Looking very confident at this minute, and the exact opposite on the other side of the table. Bit of a desperation ball there, I believe.
Right. There are some interviews on the Butterfly site of some of these top players, and yesterday we interviewed Kai, and he said that he doesn't really have anyone to train with where he is. There's a crazy point. He only has 2,000 level players through the week to hit with, which is just amazing.
Yeah, the gulf between 2,000 and 2,600 is beyond the gulf of 500 to 2,000.
Right.
It's an enormous gulf. Gulf of consistency, of power.
Gone into exhibition mode here.
I would describe that as a comprehensive victory. I think